Hostel Review. Timbuktu Hostel, San Vito Lo Capo. I book all of my hostel accommodations through the Hostel World app. As you can see, here is a list of hostels that I have stayed in as well as the dates that I stayed there, so my reviews are honest and real. Today I'll be reviewing the Timbuktu Hostel in San Vito Lo Capo, Sicily. I stayed there from May 16th to May 19th. While on Hostel World it only shows me staying one night, upon arrival I was enamored with San Vito Lo Capo, so much so that I decided to stay longer. I'll go down to categories with Hostel World allowing me to rate each category out of 5 stars. The first category is security. The entrance to Timbuktu Hostel is a large steel gate which requires a key code to enter. There are security cameras throughout the hostel, and the sleeping areas also have their own key code as well. Marco, the owner, also provides lockers in the sleeping areas for guests to use, although you have to use your own lock. Although no one should ever leave their personal belongings unattended, there was an overall sense of trust that we had in the hostel, and we all looked out after each other. There were provisions for those to safely secure larger items such as large backpacks, bicycles, and even kayaks. Security was never an issue here. Overall, a 5 out of 5. The second category is location. Timbuktu Hostel is located on Via Santi Mattarella, one of the main roads in San Vito Lo Capo. It was just a short walk to the beach, to numerous grottos, restaurants, and everything else there is to experience in San Vito Lo Capo. A centralized location close to everything with access to public transit was just outside the gate. Overall, a 5 out of 5. The third category is staff. Timbuktu Hostel is owned by Marco, a prince of a man in modern times. He greeted me, as well as other guests, with open arms, the same way Patrick Swayze greeted Keanu Reeves in the 1991 film Point Break. Actually, Marco is like a bodhi without a criminal element. Marco also employs several people who stay at the hostel and exchange accommodation for work, and they too are lovely people. There was also a lady whose name I never found out, who works at reception during Marco's absence, that also radiated friendliness to everyone staying there. With so many different activities to enjoy in and around San Vito Lo Capo, Timbuktu's hostel staff provide many recommendations for anyone who stays. We came as strangers and created friendships during our stay. Overall, a 5 out of 5. The fourth category is atmosphere. Upon arrival, I felt a magical presence in both San Vito Lo Capo and Timbuktu Hostel. Guests are encouraged to meet and mingle in the common areas, and the common areas are set up for everyone from the outlandishly extroverted to the intriguing introverts to connect. From musical instruments to board games to a small climbing gym and a Zen garden, there are so many ways to connect with people and make new friends here. During the morning, everyone gathers to have a coffee in the common areas and to meet to explore the town or engage in other various activities. And during the evening, we all enjoy dinner together and enjoy each other's company. Not only did I meet people here, I made friends here. The vibe and the energy of Timbuktu Hostel gave me this great feeling where no one was a stranger. To this day, I could not pinpoint the source of this feeling, but I knew I would return, which I did. Overall, a 5 out of 5. The fifth category was cleanliness. Coming from Palermo just previously, I felt that even the streets of Winnipeg's North End would be considered clean compared to that. But Timbuktu Hostel was actually clean by even the most stringent standards. There were no signs of dirt or dust or anything out of place here. Everyone who worked here, as well as those who stayed here, played a role in keeping all areas clean. I myself tracked mud and dirt into the common areas after hiking Monte Monaco, But I made sure to clean up my mess and maintain the standards of cleanliness that everyone followed. We shared the space together and we all kept it clean. Overall, a 5 out of 5. The sixth category was value for money. I paid €28 a night to stay. That was including taxes and hostel world fees. Staying at Timbuktu Hostel was a steal considering how I enjoyed the experience so much. I would have paid much more, and I even had a feeling that such a low price was unjustified. I regret not leaving a tip, but I will do so next time I stay here. Overall, a 5 out of 5. The final category is facilities. During this time, I was driving a rental vehicle, so parking was a 3-minute walk down the street. The Wi-Fi is secure and works everywhere. The sleeping areas have ensuite bathrooms which were modern and well maintained. The beds are very comfortable and well sized with blankets to keep you warm during the cooler Sicilian nights. The access to the common areas was wide, open, and obstruction free. The balconies off the sleeping areas overlooked the beautiful Monte Monaco in the distance, as well as the Tyrrhenian Sea beyond. There was a full-service kitchen available to everyone and many recreational activities to enjoy. Marco and his staff provide laundry services, breakfast, and dinner at additional cost. There was nothing about Timbuktu Hostel that I felt was missing or out of place. It really felt like a place to call home away from home. Overall, a 5 out of 5. My overall review on Hostel World is 10 out of 10, and I would not change that at all. I end up staying here twice. From May 16th to May 19th was my first time, and then again on May 24th to May 26th. My review is as stated on Hostel World. This is the hostel that I will compare all others to. Marco has created a magical place in a majestic setting. Positive energy surrounds everyone who comes here. We come here as strangers and leave as friends. This is the way that hostel traveling should be. Being it traveling solo or in a group, Timbuktu is magic. Unforgettable moments, staying up late and laughing, sharing stories and creating new adventures is what happens here. Merci Marco for bringing beauty back in hostel travelers. Ciao. Like all of my reviews, I either recommend something or I don't. Regarding Timbuktu Hostel, I recommend staying here.